What's better than a chocolate crinkle cookie? Yes, you guessed it. Double chocolate crinkle cookies. The recipe coming right up. Hi, it's Marcie. Welcome back. Today I am sharing with you one of my all-time favorite recipes for the holiday, even though I make them all year round. Others tend to use these during the holiday, and this is none other than the double chocolate crinkle cookie. Hello. These are moist in the center, very brownie-like, kind of crispy at the outsides. They're like a pillow of love. Trust me on this one. You will love these. And so with that, let's get baking. For our double chocolate crinkle cookies, you will need just one pan to do your mixing in. If you prefer to use an electric mixer, that's fine too. However, you're really wanting to only fold the ingredients in just till combined. We have 2 cups of flour with 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt meaning 1/4 teaspoon. And I lightly whisk that together to incorporate all the ingredients there. We have 2 cups of brown sugar, a cup of cocoa, and it could be Hershey's. I'm using the cacao. As long as it's the unsweetened, you're good to go on that as well. 4 eggs, room temperature. We have a 1/2 cup of oil. I am using grapeseed oil with a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I have a cup of chocolate chips as well. And we have about a 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of the confectioner's sugar, and that's to roll the crinkle cookies before they're baked. All right. My dry ingredients are already combined, so we're going to work on the wet ingredients. We're going to take our vegetable oil and the sugars and combine them together. And then you'll add your eggs one at a time. Add a little vanilla. This is about a tablespoon. That's about right. I love the smell of vanilla. You know, to spice things up a little bit, you could also add cinnamon. That would be really amazing. I've tasted that, made it like that. Just super good. All right, in goes the cocoa. Start adding in our flour. Just about set here. I'm going to add in a little bit the rest of the flour and just fold those ingredients in nicely. And with that, I'm also going to add my chocolate chips. Okay, so this is the part where we're just about set, and what you're going to need to do is put this in the chiller for no less than an hour, because right now it's a little too sticky to be rolling the dough into little balls, okay? Now, you could fast forward and put it into the freezer for a little bit. That's what I do. I kind of cheat on that one. I am an instant gratification kind of gal. I simply just need to chill these down fast and get them into the oven. All right, so we're gonna taste this a little bit. Wow, that's really good. So into the chiller they go. You could actually, if you wanted to, freeze the dough. It freezes really well. What you're gonna do is put it into the refrigerator first and then let it harden up a little bit. And then you take some and you put it into a plastic wrap and put it into the freezer. So you can bake these kind of on demand, but the dough is already done. So they come out of the oven really hot and tasty, and that's when you serve them to your guests or yourself, and they're just simply amazing. So with this, I'm going to put them into the chiller and I'll be back. I've made 2 doughs. I have one that I just took out of the refrigerator. It's been in overnight. And we're gonna roll this. I have my sheet ready. I'm gonna simply take dough, roll it up, and plunge it into our sugar. And these don't spread a lot, so you really don't need to have the spacing too far apart. And the amount of cookies that you get depends on what size dough balls that you're making. The recipe does make approximately 48 to 55. It just depends, as I said. I don't like them too big myself. I like to have a lot of little bites versus like big giant cookies, you know? The other way that you could do this is to put some chopped peppermint, like a candy cane in there. That would be very nice as well. Anything that you can pretty much do to brownies, you could pretty much do to double chocolate crinkle cookies, I think. Or just enjoy them like they are. Okay, we're finishing up here. One other tip I want to tell you about is if you find your dough is getting a little soft, take out part of the dough while you're putting them on the cookie sheets and put the rest of it back into the refrigerator or the freezer until you finish that cookie sheet. Because it really is better when it's chilled and you are rolling them into balls. Okay, they're going in for about 9 minutes. They are better when they are a little to the undone side. How do we know that? At 9 minutes, check them because they will pretty much be at the undone stage. The cookies are ready to go into the oven at 350. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time and I hope you did too. Have a beautiful day. Cheers.